everybody, we are live-ish. We're live. Are we live? I'll let you decide. You know, sometimes people ask me who my favorite YouTuber is. And we have him on as a guest today.
Happy to be here.
Jeff, who are you?
I'm me. I'm me. Who are you? Dole Whip Dad.
So we'll see how this works.
Yeah, right.
I don't know.
Me
We'll just see how it works. So
okay.
I usually start off with why. Why do you have a Disney YouTube channel? Why do you have a YouTube channel?
Why do you
have a Disney YouTube channel? What made you start? What brought you here? All those things.
So I've been asked that a lot. I love Disney. There was a time in my life that work was rough. Mostly work is great, but Disney's better. I just wanted more Disney in my life. I just wanted it, and I found this community, and the people are amazing, and you take me to the parks, and you take me on your meet and greets, and you show me the food, and you show me the new merch, and I want to be part of it. And by you, the we, I mean the Disney YouTuber community. It's amazing, and I just want to be part of it, and it's awesome. So the why is it's awesome.
That's good. That's fun. That's fun. So look at chat check's gonna be a little harder tonight than normal.
Yeah.
I don't even know if it's gonna be possible. Is it possible? Hey everybody, I appreciate you guys being here so much. I hope you enjoyed watching the Super Bowl today. If you're watching this on the replay, it was Super Bowl Sunday, and so we thought for Super Bowl Sunday we'd have on, well, you see who it is. Pretty cool, right? Kind of weird.
Kind of weird.
But anyway, I hope your team won. My team didn't win. My Cowboys and my Chargers were somewhere together or alone, but they weren't in the game. Maybe they were in the stands. I don't know.
I've heard
but I know a lot of my friends, some of you probably in chat, were very excited. I know we have a lot of Chiefs fans as friends. I don't have as many 49ers fans as friends now that I think about it, but
time to reevaluate.
Whatever. I hope you enjoyed the game. I feel like I was skinny before the game. Oh, who were you hoping to have in the game today? And did you get what you wanted?
No, but just like you said, my Cowboys and my Chargers, we must have the same favorite teams because they were. I didn't see them today. I didn't see them playing on the field.
Yeah, I know how that goes.
Yeah.
So, commercial. Did you care? Did you care about the commercials? Tell me about what you thought about the commercials or the game or the food, whatever you want to talk about.
I'm going to be nerdy about it. I love marketing. I love learning what great marketers do. We're actually going to talk about that tonight on Creator Talk right after this, 9:30 my time, 10:30 Eastern time. Little plug, right? Creator Talk. We're going to talk about the commercials. We're going to talk about click-through rate and the commercials. And no, they weren't that great. Did you like them? I don't know. I thought they get worse and worse every year. Did I laugh a little? Sure. Yeah. No, I enjoyed the food. I don't know. They used to be so much better, and I think they're
all right. So let's get to YouTube.
Boring. Okay.
When did you start your YouTube channel? What were you hoping for? Why? We've already talked about the why a little bit, I guess. But I get really, what are your goals? What are your goals for your YouTube channel? Let's talk about that.
Well, in 2016, October of 2016 is when the data says that I started. Why? I want to get my voice out there, and I like having an audience. I like hearing myself talk. I like bringing positivity. I like bringing joy.
Now, you've got a lot of shows. You do.
I do.
So I know last year you did a video a day. You called it Vision 2020, and we talked about that.
Yep.
And you've talked about that.
Daily vlog. Yep, it was rough.
But now you have these shows. You've got a show on Friday night. You got a show on Saturday morning. You have 2 shows on Sunday. You want to talk about those?
Sounds like I'm busy. Sure.
How about this? Talk about your Friday night show. What is that? Why do you do that?
Disney Pins Live with my co-host Kelly from the Mickey Bunch. I love it. I love Disney Pins. I love collecting Disney Pins. I saw some things out there that were fun for Disney Pin collectors. I didn't see any that I really loved that much on YouTube. So I thought there was.
Sounds fun. Now, when did you start collecting Disney Pins?
You keep interrupting me. My kids started collecting years ago, way before me, and I got into it. I don't know, it's been 5, 6, 7 years now. It's a blast. It's something I can do with my kids. I collect baseball cards. They don't care about that. I collect Disney Pins, and they love it. And the show's a lot of fun. Friday nights, 11 p.m. Eastern.
Nice. And your Saturday show? What's that about?
It's Beauty and the Beast. It's with my wife. She's the beauty, and I guess I'm the beast. It's a lot of fun. We wake up, start our Saturday, 9 a.m. our time, 10 a.m. Eastern. What is that? 7 o'clock Pacific time. We just talk Disney. We show our Disney hauls. We talk about when we're going to Disney next. We just have fun together. She's the best. I love her. I'm lucky to have her doing it with me. And it's fun. We talked about her hair care products last time, but it's
wife
fun.
Sounds awesome.
She is awesome. Yeah.
You're a lucky guy.
I am.
And then Sunday you have 2 shows?
I do.
I mean, this is one of them?
It is, which makes the question weird. And then
all right. So we know what DisTube is.
We do.
What's this other show you have on Sunday nights?
DisTube, where I interview a Disney creator, except for on Super Bowl Sunday. I'm doing whatever this is. And then, Creator Talk, yeah. 10:30 Eastern, 9:30 our time. Usually it's a half hour, so I take a half hour break after DisTube. And then Lynn, from the Lynn Project, and I talk about YouTube stuff. You know, the cop-up.
Sounds awesome. So talk about that. Who are some of your favorite YouTubers that aren't in the Disney community?
He keeps interrupting me.
Inspired you to do the Creator Talk show?
That's a great question. And man, are you good looking. I would say Casey Neistat for the daily vlogging. Peter McKinnon with the beauty of the vlogs. He's more of a photographer that just blew up on YouTube. But then, you know, the Creator Talk show, I love people like Nick Nimmin and Creative Fundamentals and Daryl Eves, people who are teaching people how to grow. In my personal life, I like to teach people to do things they want to do. You know, I work with kids and kind of have a positivity, you can do it kind of attitude, mentality in general. And so, yeah, the YouTubers, you know, Daryl Eves, Nick Nimmin, Casey Neistat, Peter McKinnon, people like that. Yeah, that was just on the outside of the YouTube world. I mean, within the Disney YouTube world, the Disney That guys, Corey Meets World, Josh and Jenna from Resort TV One, so many others. I feel bad now that I mention names because I know I'm going to leave people out, but I've just got so many friends from this community that are doing such good stuff and inspire me every day to make more money, to spend at the parks, buy more DVC points, and to create.
Now you mentioned Casey Neistat.
I did.
Casey Neistat, I'm guessing he used to be a daily vlogger. I'm guessing that was part of what you did last year.
Yes, he did a video every day for years. And he's a video, he makes movies. He makes short movies. Now, he's not doing it anymore, I get that. But he proved that it could be done. And then there's this whole thing like everybody has to be a daily vlogger. No, you don't have to be a daily vlogger. But I just wanted to see if I could do it, frankly. I knew it would make me better at video editing and learning how to, you know, transition and how to use music. And
very good.
He's so cinematic. I love him.
So let's talk about Disney. When did your love of Disney begin?
My mom says before I was born, and here's why. Grandpa worked in the parks before I was a thing. So it was in the family before I was there, but mom and dad took me when I was a baby, and we never stopped. We went all the time as a kid. Many childhood memories are looking down Main Street at the castle. My whole life. It's been my whole life.
You told a story about your grandpa.
Yeah.
Who worked at Disney?
He did. He painted on Main Street. I've told the story on the channel many times, but I love telling it. So thanks for asking. He painted some rhinos on the Jungle Cruise. Probably one of the reasons why I love Disneyland so much. And Main Street and the Jungle Cruise specifically. It's pretty cool to be able to say Grandpa worked there.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So I want to ask you about Disney, but let's talk about your channel first. What are some of your goals for your channel? You've talked about your goals. Well, what are your goals for your channel?
Well, I like numbers. I want to grow it. I love growing this community. None of us really realize how effective and awesome it can be in making friends, building relationships, spreading your positive message. If you have a message to spread, I don't think there's a place better than YouTube. I think it's perfect. My goals are to grow, and I don't feel bad about that. I talk about numbers. We talk about numbers on Creator Talk a lot. I think that if you're creating things that nobody's watching, I guess there's value in that, but there's more value if you get an audience, if you grow an audience, if you inspire and enable. I had a website for a while called Inspire and Enable, kind of a blog. I won't bore you with it. But to inspire and to enable people, it's kind of my jam. Kind of work with kids in my real life and hopefully do it here on YouTube. And, you know, I think it's kind of a Walt Disney kind of a thought. So, I don't know. I just want to be a positive influence and have a lot of fun, and so far so good. Making lots of friends.
That's perfect. You're talking about sponsorships right there. So on DisTube, we now have a sponsor. We have a sponsor for February, and we have a sponsor for March. Magic the Mouse, the podcast. They are awesome. Definitely, you want to check out their channel on YouTube. You want to check out their podcast.
I love them.
And you're going to love it. It's good stuff. How did you go about talking to people about sponsoring your channel?
Thank you for that. I've always known I wanted to monetize. And when I say monetize, I don't mean become part of the YouTube partner program. I don't feel bad about saying I'd like to make some money on this. Nobody feels bad knowing that we spend a lot of money on our channels. I'm looking at stuff right here. I'm looking into and we're using stuff that costs money. And so the first couple of years is just to break even, but I've been planning. Last year I wanted
So they're your first?
Yes. I wanted to put it out there that sponsorships were a way we could go.
That's perfect. Then it's a perfect time to read the ad for Bill Guerrero. Let's just do it. Magic the Mouse podcast, where each week your hosts, Bill Guerrero Sr. and Bill Guerrero Jr., bring you the latest Disney news as they will be discussing everything Disney to get you ready for your next Disney vacation. New episodes drop every Wednesday morning on all major podcast apps, Apple, Stitcher, Spotify, Overcast, iHeartRadio, and Google. You can also connect with Magic of the Mouse on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Just do a search for Magic of the Mouse. Also go check out the Magic of the Mouse TV channel on YouTube. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell to be notified when they post a new video from the Disney parks. Now, I don't know if it was you or if it was me, but one of us, both of us, were on their recent podcast.
Yes.
You want to talk about that?
I do. So yeah, not only are they a sponsor of this show and of Creator Talk, but they've invited me on their channel, and it was just a blast. 4 dudes and me, so 5 dudes talking about things we love, Disney and sports and other things. It's kind of what every dude wants to do, right? It was a blast. I loved it. It was weird listening to myself on another person's channel. It's kind of cool, though. Kind of like this, but not. But they're just fun guys. And Bill Sr., Bill Jr., doing good work over there, and I'm happy to be promoting them and honored that they wanted to be a part of our little community over here.
Now, you've got a podcast of your own,
I do.
right?
Yep. Breaking Baits.
What do you do over there?
So originally I I didn't plan on this being a Disney channel. It was supposed to be Disney Sports, Family, and Leadership. And it certainly went heavy Disney. And so I thought, well, I want to talk about other things too. I want to talk about sports. I want to talk about this. I want to talk about that. Bacon is something I want to talk about on a regular basis. And so, yeah, I kind of am putting it over there. And honestly, I'm going to have a couple.
And who are some of your favorite podcasts?
Great question. Joe Rogan.
What are some of your favorite podcasts?
Yeah, Joe Rogan is by far my favorite. But Brandy and Dave, the Disneyfluencer, I've been on their show too. But I regardless of that, they do great work. I wouldn't have Magic the Mouse on there if I hadn't already listened to them and enjoyed them.
Which one do you like more, the YouTube creation or the podcast creation?
Ooh.
And why?
I love them both. I think it's very different. Podcasting is easier. I love them both. I think it's more about the consumer, how they like to consume the product. You can just listen to it. Like you can listen to a podcast on YouTube. You can't watch a video on a podcast. So I guess I like them. I like them both. I like them all. But I'm going to dive into podcasting a lot this year. I want to learn it and get better at it.
So where do you see putting more content moving forward?
Both. I want to grow. I don't see myself on TikTok. I see myself on multiple podcasts. I'm going to have a sports-specific podcast, a leadership-specific podcast, a non-profit-specific podcast. So for this year, 2020.
And where else? So you've got the YouTube channel.
Podcast.
Obviously. You've got your podcast, Breaking Baits.
Yeah.
Where else can people find you?
Dole Whip Dad at Dole Whip Dad on Twitter. Dole Whipped Dad on Instagram. I'm guessing that's what you mean. Not on TikTok. You can go on TikTok. I won't be there. I don't plan on being on TikTok. Pinterest, blah, blah, blah. Instagram.
Awesome. So
Facebook.
For this section of this interview, I want to talk about your favorite things at Disney.
Awesome.
Disney stuff. So you grew up in Southern California.
I did.
Your favorite park is Disneyland. Nope.
No. My favorite park is Epcot. I love Epcot, and specifically World Showcase. And we're going to be going on a trip coming up, and we're only going to one park, and it's Epcot. We're going to be in Epcot and World Showcase. It's for Festival of the Arts, and I cannot wait. I mean, I love Disneyland, but no, Epcot is my favorite. By far, actually. And then I love Animal Kingdom. Probably number 2. and then probably Disneyland. That's hard though. I'd have to think about that. The next one I get to go to. How about that? Can that be the answer? But Epcot. I love World Showcase. I love all of it. I love rides, but it's not about the rides for me. It's about being there and seeing the stuff and the food, snacks, the merch, and just, I mean, if I could be anywhere at any time, it's probably World Showcase at Epcot. But I love them all. I do. Well, and Hollywood Studios now with Star Wars. Oh my gosh, how did I forget that? That they built Star Wars Land.
And you've got a trip
for me,
right? You've got a trip coming up here.
Yeah.
Pretty soon.
Epcot World Showcase. We'll be there. My wife's birthday
Where you
is
stand?
All-Star, one of the All-Stars. All-Star Sports, I think. Yeah, my wife's birthday is this week, and my mom's is the 18th. We'll be spending it out there at Festival of the Arts for the first time ever.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So you talked about the Festival of the Arts. Let's talk about that.
Okay.
Well, let's just talk about Epcot. Your favorite festival, your favorite thing about Epcot. We'll talk about each park. So your favorite, you mentioned, your favorite festival at Epcot, and then talk to me about Epcot.
I haven't done Flower and Garden yet. We've done Food and Wine a couple of years. I love it. Oh my gosh, it's the best. I love the Christmas around the world. Amazing. I'm really looking forward to Festival of Arts. So I guess you're gonna have to ask me in a couple of weeks, but the Christmas one. Last time we went to the Christmas one, it rained really bad. A lot of stuff wasn't out. Got to see a couple of the performers and a couple of the little shacks, that they have out. But I want to do that again. So honestly, it's the Christmas one that I want to do the most. And my favorite is, I guess I'd have to say that. But Festival of Arts might be the answer here in a couple of weeks because, I love art. I have Disney art right there that needs to go on the wall. I love art. I love Disney. I love Disney art. So the Festival of the Arts is going to be hard to beat, I'm sure, after I've actually done it. So maybe you can have me on again.
And your favorite thing about Disney's Animal Kingdom?
Flight of Passage is pretty amazing. I've only done it once. It was amazing. It's our decor. Like our house, like our bedroom, and a lot of our downstairs looks like what you would see at Animal Kingdom. It's our jam. My wife used to work out at the Wild Animal Kingdom. I've said this, Wild Animal Park, out in California, San Diego. And it's just our jam. We love African, we love Asian art and architecture and culture and all those things. Just walking around Animal Kingdom is awesome. Oh, and Flame Stream Barbecue is pretty amazing. I love it. I love it. Oh, and the Lion King Festival. I love that place. Oh, and the Safari. I love it. Oh, and my favorite ride, Expedition Everest is there. I love that place so much. I love it.
Nice. So I know you were at Hollywood Studios for Galaxy's Edge grand opening.
Yes.
Talk about that.
Oh, man.
Being at Galaxy's Edge grand opening, and talk about what your favorite things are at Hollywood Studios.
Gonzo. Miguel is my buddy. Mr. Gonzo Pierre. No, Adventures of Gonzo now. He's got a channel. Go check out his channel. Got to go out and hang with him.
Nice.
And it was the day that Galaxy's Edge opened. All the YouTubers were there. The Diz and That guys did the Beverly Challenges when I got to meet Josh and Jenna and that whole crew and just all the YouTubers, not all the YouTubers, but so many of the Disney YouTubers. Bumped into the Tim Tracker that trip, bumped into Michael K that trip, but mostly met my friends who I hadn't met in real life yet. Not that this is not real life, but I got to hug on and shake the hands of people that I love because of this. And it's because of Miguel. Miguel, my buddy, was amazing and let me come out with him and hang with him, and one of the best trips ever.
Sounds like you like Star Wars.
Yeah.
Magic Kingdom. We didn't talk about that yet. Favorite thing about the Magic Kingdom?
Favorite thing about Magic Kingdom is its likeness to Disneyland. Disneyland is my home park. Grew up there, and so it's also why it's not my favorite though, because it's not. Small World's not a totally different ride, and I love Disneyland a lot. Magic Kingdom is not as good as Disneyland. But I love it because it's the nostalgia. I'm going to go to Orlando more than I'm going to go to Anaheim. And so when I go for multiple days, I'm going to end up in Magic Kingdom. But mostly when I'm there, I'm like, oh, I wish I was at Disneyland. But that makes it sound bad because I love walking Main Street. I love, riding Space Mountain or riding the mine trains or the meet and greets. But it's the nostalgia of it that makes me think of Disneyland that I love most about Magic Kingdom. Does that make sense? I hope so. And I love it. I do. And the fireworks and the parades. I didn't even like parades.
Now we can't leave out your home park, right? Disneyland.
Yeah.
Favorite thing about Disneyland.
I mean, I love because Walt walked there. I grew up there. Walt was there. My grandpa worked there. It's the original. Again, parents took me all the time. Been there more than my fair share. Used to be an annual pass holder. We homeschooled our kiddos, and wifey would bring the kids. I'd go off to work, and they'd go 3, 4, 5 days a week sometimes. And it was our home. Like when people talk about, like, you get the Disneyland home shirts. Disneyland is home. Like, I can get emotional about it. I love Disneyland, but it's not my favorite park because Epcot's amazing and there's 4 parks versus 2 and all that. But Disneyland, if you haven't been to Disneyland, it's worth a trip. You have to go. You have to go. You make a pilgrimage if you're a Disney fan. Go to Disneyland, see where Walt sat and walked and what he did and where my grandpa painted. And it means a lot to me. I actually was annoyed last night. It was a little dirty.
And Disney's California Adventure. We got to talk about that.
Love it. You know, memories, my dad memories of my kiddos are mostly there. You know, they used to love the Tower of Terror. We'd go for the Halloween party before it was a big deal and have the park to ourselves pretty much. And I don't know the California Adventure of today. I know it of 10 years ago, so I haven't been back in a while. But I love it. Love the food. Would love to go do one of their food and wines one time. But I hear it's a lot better now than it was then, and I loved it then. So it's a pretty good place. Pretty fun. I want to check out Pixar Pier. I haven't seen any of that. You know, it was more young kids. I don't know. It's a lot better now. I haven't seen any of the Cars Land. I really want to go see that. Looks amazing. The food there's amazing. They used to have a little wine area I used to like. The water show they have there is unbelievable.
All right, so let's see. What's next? Favorite snack? I have an idea, I know.
Yeah. Dole Whip.
Okay, so what else besides the obvious?
I love churros. I talked about my kids doing Tower of Terror. Me and my wife would sit at the bottom of Tower of Terror, get a little caramel, get a churro, and go to town. It's probably why my abs are under churros. And we'd eat 2 or 3, and they'd ride it over and over and over again. My wife and kids love turkey legs. I'll pass. Thank you very much. What else do I like? I like a lot of Disney food. There's so many good restaurants. I mean, really, there's probably more that I haven't tried than I have tried. Yeah, Dole Whip and churros. Oh, and I do like the pretzels a lot. The Disney snacks. I would be a fan of Disney if it was just for food and snacks. Again, I bet you can tell. It's
very cool.
it's the best.
Thing you're most excited about for your trip upcoming? Maybe something you haven't done yet, or whatever.
Well, I haven't done Festival of Arts yet, so I'm really excited about that. I love Disney art. I've already said that. I want to come home with some Disney art, but I just want to see it. I want to walk World Showcase. Like if I just walked it and took it all in and looked at the art and looked at where they have the little characters painted on the wall and talked to the artists and I want the food and the snacks, but I love Disney art. Like I could walk through a Disney art gallery. I never want to leave. When I'm in those Disney art galleries, I never want to leave. And like all of World Showcase is going to have that. So it's that. I'm so excited for that. Cannot wait. I'm excited the weather's not going to be 1,000 degrees too. So that'll be good. I'm trying to get my wife to move out there. The humidity, please be cool when we go out there here. In a couple weeks. Yeah, I think it's the art.
Okay, so
it's the art.
Oscars are coming up. Do you care about them? But more importantly, really where I'm going with this, favorite Disney movie. How about this? Favorite Disney movie of all time.
Okay.
And then favorite Disney movie recently. Or maybe one that you're looking forward to that's coming out now.
So I've said
for classic and recent.
I've said this before. Lion King was the first movie I took my wife to. We were dating. So that makes it easy to make it my favorite movie because it's such a great movie anyway. And recent. Originals, I love Robin Hood and Mary Poppins. Recent, I mean, there's so many good ones this year. I loved Episode 9. It's the most recent Star Wars. I love all the Star Wars movies. So recently, I loved Episode 9. I don't understand why people aren't loving on it. I don't know if that's a good answer or not. But back to the classics: Robin Hood, Mary Poppins, Lion King. I love those. I love I got 70s
So that makes me want to ask,
Disney.
do you have a favorite Disney character?
Oh,
Favorite Disney characters?
so many. I mean, all the Star Wars characters I love. You know, Darth Vader and Kylo Ren, Jack Skellington, Robin Hood. Gotta love Mickey, right? Gotta love Mickey. Who else? So many. I love Orange Bird. Hatbox Ghost. I love Hatbox Ghost. All the Haunted Mansion characters, but Hatbox Ghost is my jam. I'm looking at my Funko Pops to see what else is there. I mean, I love the Mansion Groundskeeper. Is that random enough? I love the Haunted Mansion stuff. Hatbox Ghost for obscurity, Orange Bird for obscurity. Love Pluto and love Mickey if you want the classics. Jack Sparrow. Love Jack Sparrow. It's because of the classic ride angle. That enough? Mary Poppins. Bert. Love Bert.
Favorite Disney song or songs?
I love Disney music. I don't know that I have a favorite Disney song. Anything from Lion King is going to make me happy. Anything from Mary Poppins is going to make me happy. Loved the Moana soundtrack. Loved the Frozen 2 soundtrack. Love the Frozen 2 soundtrack more than I love the Frozen 2 movie. Frozen 2 soundtrack is spectacular. And it even has a song I hate on it. Great soundtrack. I love classics. When You Wish Upon a Star is probably might be the greatest song ever written. I even like It's a Small World After All, even though I've heard it 18 trillion times like all of you have too. I love the Imperial March from Star Wars. I listen to Disney music. I like the Jungle Cruise Q music. Spotify is my friend. I love the Pirates tunes and the
All right.
all that.
You could be the Disney CEO for a day,
Yes, please.
a week, a month. What would you do? What would you keep? What would you get rid of? What would you change? What would you do? You could be Bob Iger for a day, or a week, or a year. What would you do?
It's a great question, and he'll be leaving here in the next 5-6 years probably, so somebody gets to do what we're going to talk about. I'd buy more land and build more. I would buy here in Fort Worth because that's where I live, and I'd build, but I honestly would, like I say that because I live here, but I would build in the middle. Go up to Kansas, find some land somewhere. I loved what they were going to do in Virginia with the U.S. History Park. They got nixed in 80s or whatever it was. I would consider that again. But I would build another park. I really would. I wouldn't do another gate out in Orlando necessarily. I wouldn't do one in Southern California for sure. I would do a gate in the middle, in the heartland, Texas. I vote for Texas, and I do live here, so I want that. But I would do it for real. Makes sense.
So now we talked about Disney pins.
Yeah.
Do you collect other Disney things?
Disney Funko Pops, Disney art, Disney memories. I want to start collecting Disney DVC points and Disney stock. I don't have as much of those, obviously. I do collect a lot of Disney ornaments. I love Christmas. I love Disney ornaments. I'm looking around. Oh, Disney cards. I've got a video that's going to drop here pretty soon about a new set that I now own that I'm ecstatic about. I like the anniversary set from the 40th anniversary of Disneyland that came out in '95, and another one that I'll just keep secret for now. I like cards. I collect baseball cards, so I like Disney cards too. With Disney pins, obviously we talked about that. Popcorn buckets. Oh, hats. I love hats. T-shirts, Disney socks. I have a lot of Disney socks. Disney T-shirts. I don't have as many as I used to. Yeah. Oh, art.
What else do you want the people to know? What did I not ask you? What is something you wish I asked you, or just what do you want anyone who's watching this to know about you? Maybe they don't know already about you, or whatever. How do you want to end?
I think you did a great job. You asked all the questions that I would have asked. What did I want the people to know? That I love this community. That I'm honored to be part of it. When people share, whether it be a comment or I bumped into somebody in the mall that liked my channel recently, and I joke about it, but it makes my day. If I'm adding happiness to people's lives, I hope I'm doing that with my wife and my family and my daughters. But if I can do that to people that maybe I don't ever know, and maybe I get to know through this, it's pretty amazing, because that's what you guys are doing for me. That's what Resort TV One does for me. That's what Myers and the Mouse does for me. That's what all the people. Again, if I name names, I'm going to leave them out, but I love what they do, and I'm honored to be a part of that.
Good stuff. So let's thank our sponsor one more time.
Yes.
Bill Guerrero Sr., Bill Guerrero Jr., and the Magic of the Mouse podcast. They are our sponsor for the month of February and the month of March. Who knows what will happen beyond then, but just a big, huge thank you. Our show, our channel's first true sponsor. It means a lot. So, Bill, if you're watching, this thank you. And so let's just get right to the ad, Magic of the Mouse podcast, where each week your host, Bill Guerrero Sr., Bill Guerrero Jr., bring you the latest Disney news, and they will be discussing everything Disney to get you ready for your next Disney vacation, like I've got in a couple weeks. New episodes drop every Wednesday morning on all major podcast apps: Apple, Stitcher, Spotify, Overcast, iHeartRadio, and Google. You can also connect with Magic of the Mouse on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Just do a search for Magic of the Mouse. Also, go check out Magic of the Mouse TV channel on YouTube, and don't forget to subscribe. Hit the notification bell to be notified when they post new videos from the parks. They were in the parks this week, and again, I'm on there. I actually haven't even listened to as I record this. By the time you all watch this, maybe I had by then, but I haven't watched the second half or listened to the second half of the podcast yet. I'm excited to do that. But again, get over to that podcast, give them some love. You can watch and listen to it on YouTube, and you can watch it where podcasts are. And again, check out Breaking Bates, as you mentioned. This is a little different. This is a little weird. We'll see how it comes out. I appreciate everybody's time. DisTube will be back normal next week with Attractions Magazine, February 9th. Corey Meets World, February 16th. Disney Princess Couture, February 23rd. And we will have Lake Buena visitors on a future date. We just haven't scheduled that yet. Thanks for your time. Thanks everybody in chat for being here. Thanks for putting up with the weirdness of tonight. Do you love it? Do you hate it? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching. Go have the best day ever. Bye, everybody.
See ya.